My first impression of Hope was that she seemed quite brave for being blind and deaf. When her foster parents placed her in our backyard, she began trotting around in the grass. If she bumped into the fence, she just backed up and kept going. Nothing slowed her down. Hope came into my life on February 22nd, 2014. I had always wanted a dachshund, so one day I decided to do a Google search, and I came across Dachshund Rescue North America, and I found Hope's biography and her photos, and I kept searching other rescue websites, but I kept coming back to Hope. So I knew in my heart that she was the dachshund for me. Hope ended up at the rescue due to a backyard breeder. The breeder bred 2 dapple dachshunds together, which you are never supposed to do because it can cause health issues and even stillbirths. When the breeder discovered that Hope was born without eyes and completely deaf, he wanted to kill her. However, his wife stepped in saying that Hope was her dog. Several years later, his wife passed away and he dumped Hope at Dachshund Rescue North America with a choke chain around her neck. Thankfully, she was then placed into a loving foster home. Hope's disabilities are being blind and deaf. Since she was born this way, her disabilities really don't seem to affect her. Hope has mastered finding her way around using her heightened sense of smell and touch. It's her nose to guide her, in addition to using her paw pads to detect different surfaces that aid in letting her know where she is at. I would describe Hope as fearless. She is never afraid to try new things. Hope was the first dog in our pack to master the pet stairs. And she also opens the closet door with her nose and snuggles on the blankets inside. And if Hope runs into a roadblock, such as a wall, she never whimpers. She just backs up and tries again. Nothing stops Hope from living her best life. Hope pretty much settled in immediately once her foster parents brought her to our house. I would say that the first week was probably the hardest for me and my husband. Hope would run face first into the wall and not make a sound. She shook it off and tried going a different way. We thought that she would get hurt or maybe be scared to move, but we were wrong. It only took her a week to learn the layout of our home. Hope communicates what she wants through touch. We've learned that if Hope wants to be picked up, she will stand on your foot. And if Hope wants to snuggle inside your shirt, she will begin to dig at the shirt collar, even going so far as to stick her snoot inside. We've made one big adaptation to our home for Hope. We have 3 rescue cats that we've had to move down to our furnished basement. When we adopted Hope, we didn't know that dachshunds were originally bred to hunt moles. Since Hope is blind and deaf, she relies heavily on her sense of smell to guide her. So to her, the cats smell like prey, and she likes to hunt them. While she has caught the cats several times, she never hurts them.